Daniel Inouye was born and raised in Honolulu, the eldest of 4 children and the son of Japanese immigrants. He was deeply influenced by his parents and still remembers what his mother taught him as a young boy.
Be proud of yourself, but be humble. Now, those are powerful words coming from a small boy. But it guided me from that day on.
Just after turning 17, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. Because of his medical aid training, Daniel was one of the first Americans to handle civilian casualties as head of a first aid litter team. A year later, as a freshman in pre-med studies at the University of Hawaii, Daniel enlisted in the U.S. Army's 442nd Regimental Combat Team, the famed Go for Broke Regiment. His father took the day off to send his son to war.
This country has been good to us. It's given me work to do. It's given you an education. It has given us a good life. We owe this country a lot. And if it means that you must give your life, so be it. Very serious. And then he said, whatever you do, do not dishonor the family name.
In the fall of 1944, his unit spent 2 of the bloodiest weeks of the war rescuing the lost battalion of American soldiers who were surrounded by German forces. That rescue is listed in U.S. Army records as one of the most significant military battles of the century. It was later in combat during the Italian campaign in 1945 when Daniel lost his right arm. He spent 20 months in an Army hospital in Battle Creek, Michigan, recuperating. Part of his rehabilitation was learning to play the piano. In May of 1947, he was honorably discharged with the rank of captain, and he returned home with the Distinguished Service Cross, the nation's second highest award for military valor, along with a Bronze Star, Purple Heart with Cluster, and 12 other medals and citations. With a bachelor's degree from the University of Hawaii in Government and Economics and a law degree from George Washington University in 1952, Daniel returned to Hawaii and served as a deputy public prosecutor for the city of Honolulu. It was in 1954 when he entered politics with his election to the Hawaii Territorial House of Representatives, and in 1958 to the Territorial Senate. And when Hawaii became a state in 1959, he won election to the United States House of Representatives as the new state's first congressman. Senator Daniel Inouye was the first American of Japanese descent elected to the United States Congress and later as the first in the Senate. He was re-elected to a full term in 1960. Throughout his career, the adored senator has always been there for his people. The senator has been a champion for the interest of Hawaii's people from all walks of life.
I think Senator has an uncanny way of having faith in people and then having the patience of Job to allow them to make those choices for themselves.
The senator continues to push for a better life for the citizens of his beloved state, including additional jobs for Hawaii's economy.
What he effectively is probably, for Hawaii anyway, the biggest venture capitalist in the state, maybe one of the biggest VCs in the world. He bets on the little guy, he bets on new ideas, he embraces new things.
Today, Senator Inouye is the 3rd most senior member of the United States Senate.
It's very understated. He never claims credit for any of his accomplishments. He always gives praise and credit to other people.
Senator Inouye is currently serving his 8th consecutive term.
And he likes to tell a story that he won't be there as long as Strom Thurmond, but for the benefit of all of us, we hope he stays there as long as possible.
Congratulations to Senator Daniel K. Inouye for the Who's Who in Asian American Communities Lifetime Achievement Award.